Can one single act of kindness create lasting impact for generations? Kindness, permanency? Contest chair, fellow Toastmasters, most welcome guests, what's the answer to that question? Yes, it has to be yes. Let me tell you a story about a man named Gildon Beale. Born in 1938. Dr. Beale is in Eastern Washington, is where he's born. He graduates from the University of Washington. He gets his medical degree from the University of Washington. He starts his residency and he interrupts it to serve in the Air Force, where he is a surgeon on some remote island in Japan. He returns back to the US, finishes his residency, and in 1960, he accepts a position as a professor at the UCLA School of Medicine. Now, bookmark that chapter, because we will get back to that. Dr. Beale at UCLA excels in allergy and immunology. And then the 80s comes around. What's the most frightening disease in the 80s that affects your immune system? Anyone? AIDS, that's right. Dr. Beale dedicates the rest of his career to studying HIV and combating AIDS. And even after retirement at UCLA, Dr. Beale goes to Africa several trips on his own dime with Doctors Without Borders. And he shares his wisdom about how to combat AIDS. And each of these AIDS patients who survive, these survivors, and each of their children, and their children's children, are all beneficiaries of Dr. Beale's acts of kindness. Now, last fall, Dr. Beale passed away at the tender age of 97. Why would I be sharing and celebrating the life of Dr. Beale with you today? Well, the truth is, I'm related to Dr. Beale. Well, sort of. 2 degrees of separation. Not 6, 2. Let's go back to that chapter, UCLA. In 1964, my father gets a scholarship offer to earn his PhD in geology at UCLA. Now, there's just one catch. He needs to leave his wife and his 2 small children in Taiwan. He doesn't really want to do that, but my mom says, go, do it. So my father finds himself in LA, alone, heavy accent, penniless, perhaps clueless in how it works in 1960s America. But my father draws that lucky bingo card that says, Dr. Gildon Beale will be your faculty mentor. And so they were talking one day, and Dr. Beale says, Lee, do you want to bring your family to America? My father says, yes, but I can't. Well, why not? No money. Government say, I need $5,000. I go back to Taiwan. Dr. Beale says, nonsense! Come with me. And he escorts my father out of the room, all 5 feet of him, 100 pounds, out of the room. They end up at Dr. Beale's bank, where he proceeds to withdraw $5,1964. And then he takes that money and he helps my father open up his own bank account and deposits that money in there. And he tells my dad, bring your family to America. You can pay me back whenever you can do it. Well, my father is he's speechless. He starts sobbing. I mean, he says thank you, but he doesn't know how to properly thank you. I mean, well, probably because his English isn't that good, but I mean, how would you thank someone for that? As a result of this act of kindness, my father is able to bring over his young family to the United States. And he and my mom have 2 more kids, me included. He moves the family to Reno, Nevada after accepting a position at the university as a professor. My father is still alive. He's 94. He's a widower. He's now only 4'9", with 85 pounds, and he doesn't speak much. But when he talks about Guild and Bill, he still gets teary-eyed. As a result of that single act of kindness, I mean, that is permanent. That's not only reflected in my father, but his 4 surviving children, myself included, each of us who has our own families, and each of us living our own version of the American dream. We human beings are often criticized as being selfish, ruthless, evil. But we human beings are also kind and generous. My challenge to each and every one of you today, as you wind through and navigate your busy lives, that if the opportunity comes up, and you're not sure because you're so busy, but if that opportunity comes up for you to be kind to someone, choose kindness. Who knows? That single act of kindness might just have lasting and permanent impact.